All right, today we are continuing lesson 11.1. Your objective for the day is to be able to substitute a given value for the variable in a real-world equation to check if that value makes sense. So these are going to be word problems that you will actually need to apply in your real life every day. You probably already do and you just don't realize it. So let's begin. Josh used a gift card to buy $47 worth of toys. He had $18 left on his gift card afterwards. Write an equation to represent this situation. So, the first thing that you need to think about is, what do we know after reading this problem? And what do we still need to know after reading it? So if I were you, I would probably want to underline. We know that he spent $47. And we know that he had $18 left afterwards. But one thing that we don't know yet is how much he started with on that gift card. How much was on the gift card to begin? This problem doesn't tell us. So whatever we don't know yet, the thing that we're still looking for, is going to be our variable. I wrote that you need to think logically as you write out what you know. You're going to take this and write it into an equation. What you still need to know is going to be the variable. So we know he spent $47 and that he had 18 left over. But we don't know what he started with, so we're going to put the X at the beginning because that's what he started with. He spent 47, so we know that means we subtract. And he was left with 18. That's at the very end, so equals 18. So you guys just wrote an equation with me. Let's look at the next problem. Example 2. I had a pack of M&Ms at the movies. I ate 12 M&Ms, but there were still 26 M&Ms left. Write an equation to represent the situation. So again, I'm going to ask you, what do you know? What do we know after reading this problem? Well, I know that I ate 12 M&Ms. And I know that there were 26 left over. So if I ate M&Ms, what do we still need to know? How many I started with again. Kind of similar to the last one. So since I ate the M&Ms, that means we're going to subtract. I don't know what we started with, so that's going to be X. I do know that I took away 12. And I was left with 26, so equals 26. Now I'm going to ask you to solve for X. So find the value of X. You guys can easily figure this out by just doing the problem backwards. So for example, we don't know what we started with. We can just add together what we're left with plus what we took away. So 26 plus 12 is 38. X equals 38. We can see if this is right by plugging the 38 in for X. So 38 minus 12. 8 minus 2 is 6. 3 minus 1 is 2. 26. Yes, so that works. I just used what we learned yesterday to see if I was right. We're going to do one more together, and then I will have a couple more problems for you to try on your own. So example 3. Ron has 48 rocks in his collection. 12 of his rocks were from camping, or from his camping trip. The rest of his rocks were from the beach. Write an equation to represent the situation. Well, what do we know? We know that he has 48 rocks altogether. We also know that 12 of them were from camping. But what we don't know is where the rest of his rocks came from. How many rocks were from the beach? Oh, we do know they're from the beach, but how many were from the beach? So, that being said, we know he got 12 from camping. I'll write that right here. Camping. We don't know how many were from the beach. But we do know that altogether, from camping and the beach, he got 48 rocks. So 12 plus x equals 48. Now I'm going to ask you to find the value of x. So again, we're going to find what number belongs here. What does x represent? Again, to do that, you're going to look at the information we have and you're going to use that in the opposite way. So for example, if you have 48 altogether and 12 are from camping, you can subtract 48 minus 12 to find out what x is. 48 minus 12 is 36. So to check if that's right, we're going to plug in 36 like we learned yesterday. So 12 plus, instead of x, we're going to write 36. And that does equal 48. And which matches this equation. That means we are right and x equals 36.